BTS' arrival in the city of Goyang immediately became a big highlight, marking the start of one of the most anticipated moments in the global music scene this year. The long-awaited Arirang World Tour has finally officially entered its early stages with the first day of sound practice sessions full of enthusiasm, energy, and high expectations from fans around the world. Since the morning, the atmosphere around the training site has been filled with different auras. Although the training sessions were closed, BTS's presence was still strong. The fans, known as the ARMY, gathered around the area excitedly, carrying various attributes such as light sticks, banners, and posters as a form of support. Not a few of them come from out of town and even abroad just to feel the special atmosphere on this first day. This first day of voice training became a crucial stage in preparing for the Arirang World Tour. In the music industry, this session is not just an ordinary warm-up, but the main foundation to ensure that vocal quality remains excellent throughout the tour. BTS is known as a group that pays great attention to detail, especially in terms of vocals and stage performance. Therefore, these training sessions are taken very seriously, fully focused, and of course with the high standards that have become their hallmark. The BTS members were seen entering a location in a relaxed style, but still exuding a professional aura. Smiles and short greetings to the staff show their warmth, despite the busy schedule that awaits. Each member carries his or her own unique energy, which then merges in harmony when the practice session begins. This is what makes BTS not just a music group, but also a symbol of hard work, cohesiveness, and dedication. In this practice session, the main focus is to realign the vocal color of each member to fit the concept of the Arirang Tour, which is said to carry an emotional, majestic, and full of cultural meaning. The songs prepared not only come from the latest releases, but also likely include classic BTS songs that have stuck in the hearts of fans. This certainly adds to the curiosity about how they will pack the setlist for this tour. Not only vocals, technical aspects such as acoustics, microphone settings, to coordination with the music team are also an important part of this first day of training. BTS works closely with a world-class production team that ensures every detail sounds perfect. In fact, reportedly, some parts of the song rearranged in order to provide a new experience for the audience during the concert later. The Arirang World Tour will be one of BTS' biggest tours of their career. The name Arirang has a deep meaning, as it is one of the traditional Korean songs that symbolizes emotion, longing, and cultural identity. The choice of this name shows that BTS not only wants to display entertainment, but also bring the message of Korean culture to the world stage in a modern and touching way. The first day of rehearsals was also an opportunity for BTS to reunite after various individual activities they had previously undertaken. This moment feels special because it shows how they return to their home as a group. Small interactions, light jokes, to serious discussions during practice are proof that the chemistry between them remains strong and even matures. For fans, the news of this first day of practice alone was enough to spark a wave of enthusiasm on social media. Hashtags related to BTS and Arirang World Tour are instantly trending on various platforms, showing how much influence they have. Many imagine how grandiose the concert will be, especially with BTS's reputation for always presenting spectacular and emotional performances. Interestingly, some sources mention that this exercise is also a moment of creative exploration. BTS does not hesitate to try new approaches in vocals or musical arrangements. They're known as artists who are constantly evolving, so each tour always brings something fresh and different than before. This makes the Arirang World Tour even more anticipated, as it will most likely bring concepts that they have never shown before. In addition, the first day of training is also an early indicator of the physical and mental readiness of the members. The World Tour was not an easy one, given the hectic schedule and high-performance demands. Therefore, this kind of training becomes an important step to ensure that they are ready to give their best on every stage, in every city, and in every country they're going to visit. The atmosphere in Goyang itself feels more alive with this activity. The city became the center of global attention, at least for a while, as it became the starting point for BTS's big journey this time. Many local parties who also felt a positive impact, ranging from the tourism sector to the creative economy, are back on the move thanks to the presence of this phenomenal group. As the first day of rehearsals progressed, one thing that became increasingly clear was BTS' commitment to quality and their dedication to fans. They not only want to perform, but want to give an unforgettable experience. Every note, every lyric, and every movement is prepared with calculation, but still contains genuine emotion. With the start of this first day of voice rehearsals, the Arirang World Tour officially entered the real phase. This is no longer just an announcement or a plan, but rather a journey that is being built step by step. It's only a matter of time before the curtain opens and BTS prove why they are one of the biggest icons in the music industry. This first day may only be the beginning, but the energy created is enough to describe how incredible this tour will be. From Shake, this great journey begins, and the world prepares to be rocked again by the wonders that only BTS can create. With the start of this first day of voice rehearsals, the Arirang World Tour officially entered the real phase. This is no longer just an announcement or a plan, but rather a journey that is being built step by step. It's only a matter of time before the curtain opens and BTS prove why they are one of the biggest icons in the music industry. This first day may only be the beginning, but the energy created is enough to describe how incredible this tour will be. From Shake, this great journey begins, and the world prepares to be rocked again by the wonders that only BTS can create. Entering a follow-up session on the same day, the practice begins to progress to a deeper stage. The members began to try out various vocal dynamics, including harmony adjustments, song section divisions, as well as the exploration of emotions in each lyric. It is not uncommon for them to repeat a certain part many times in order to achieve a truly perfect result. This shows the high standards they set for themselves. In between exercises, warm interactions between members are also a highlight. Small laughs, light jokes, until the moment of mutual input create an atmosphere that is not only professional, but also full of intimacy. This is what BTS's main strength is, the ability to stay solid as a team despite being under great pressure. In addition to focusing on vocals, they also began to imagine how the songs would be performed on stage. Facial expressions, body gestures, to communication with the audience become part of the creative discussion. All this is done so that each performance not only sounds beautiful, but also feels alive and touching. The production team was also seen actively providing direction and input. The collaboration between BTS and their team is very dynamic, creating space for new ideas to develop. Some concepts are even said to undergo spontaneous changes during practice, demonstrating their flexibility and openness to innovation. Towards the end of the session, the training atmosphere changes to a more reflective one. The members seem to evaluate the results of the first day of training, discussing what had gone well and what still needed to be improved. This is proof that their success does not come instantly, but through a long process full of discipline and hard work. For the ARMY, knowing how serious this preparation is certainly adds a sense of pride as well as emotion. BTS not only appear as idols, but also as true artists who appreciate every detail of their work. It's this dedication that keeps them loved and relevant in the global music industry. With the end of this first day of voice training, one big step has been successfully passed. But the journey is still long. There are still many training sessions, stage preparations, until finally the most anticipated moment, the opening concert of the Arirang World Tour. From Shake, this great story began to be written. And if the first day is already this intense, then it's no exaggeration that the world is now placing high expectations on what BTS will perform. One thing's for sure, they won't just perform, they'll create experiences that will be remembered forever.